The South Bay is home to famous surfers, and we've covered that before, and some martial artists, and we've covered that before also. But it got me wondering about other athletes who called the South Bay home. Today on PCZ TV, pro athletes of the South Bay. PCZ TV. All right, well, let's start off eliminating some because the NHL has a practice facility in El Segundo, so there are a lot of LA King hockey players who live in the South Bay. But I'm going to focus only on those athletes who were born or grew up here in the South Bay. Attempt to say their name and give a brief 1-minute bio. Starting off with our most famous son, born in 1917, Louis Zamperini, an Olympian. Now, the Zamperini family moved from New York to Torrance, where Louis attended Torrance High School. He then won a scholarship to the University of Southern California and competed in the 1936 Olympic Games, where he met a very famous fellow. During the Second World War, he was a bombardier on a B-24, which subsequently crashed and was then made a prisoner of war of the Japanese. Well, fortunately, he survived. Now, fun fact, later on, he was the subject of 2 Hollywood movies, as well as a documentary released by Billy Graham. Fun fact, too, Torrance Field is named after him, and they have some of his memorabilia on display. Athlete number 2 is Paul Westphal, 1950-born NBA player, born in Torrance. He went to Aviation High School in Redondo from 66 to 69. He attended USC and played college basketball at guard. He played pro ball from 72 to 84, first with the Celtics, where they won the championship, and then with the Suns, the Supersonics, and the Knicks. After his playing career ended, he then went on to coach until 2016. He won numerous awards and accomplishments, being named an All-Star 5 times and being inducted in the Hall of Fame. He passed away in 2021. Next up is Bill Laimbeer, 1957 NBA player. Now, he was born in Boston before moving to Palos Verdes Estates in California, where he played for the Palos Verdes High School Sea Kings. He played pro ball from 79 to 93, starting with the Cavaliers, and then helped lead the Pistons to NBA championships in 89 and 90. He was an All-Star 4 times, was the NBA rebounding leader in 86, had his jersey number retired, and after playing, he went on to coach from 2002 to 2021. Fun fact, in high school, he played a Sleestack on the children's TV series Land of the Lost. Now, next up we have an amazing family. I'm going to put them all together, but born in 58, we have the first of the Fonoi Moana family with Lele. Lele was born in Illinois but moved to Manhattan Beach and graduated from Maricosta High School and won a medal in the 1976 Olympics, and she would later coach at UCLA. Meanwhile, her brother Eric, born in 69, was a beach volleyball player who paired with Dane Blanton to win the gold medal in the beach volleyball at the 2000 Olympic Games. He was born in Manhattan Beach and also attended Maricosta High School. In 2013, he was inducted into the Beach Volleyball Hall of Fame. And his daughter, Phelan? She was born in Hermosa Beach. She also attended Maricosta High School and then attended USC and went pro. And she has won 3 gold medals on the beach tours. Amazing family, but we're going to jump back to our timeline with 1959-born tennis pro Elliot Telscher. He was born in Palos Verdes, went to high school there, and attended UCLA on a tennis scholarship. He then went pro and was on the U.S. Davis Cup team in 82, 83, and 85, and the team that defeated France in the 82 tournament. He ended his career with 10 titles, his highest ranking being number 6 in 1982. Now, he served as head men's tennis coach at Pepperdine University for the 91-92 school season, and he was a tennis coach at the Manhattan Beach Country Club from 92 to 97. Fun fact, at one time he was coach to another PV native, Pete Sampras. More about him later. Next up, born in 1962, and we continue the tennis theme with Tracy Austin. Born in December of 62 in Palos Verdes, she went to Rolling Hills High School, which doesn't actually exist anymore. But during her time there, she went pro, and in 79, she became the youngest ever U.S. Open champion at the age of 16 years and 9 months, a record that still stands today. She'd repeat this feat in 81, adding a second U.S. Open title to her resume. She had 30 career titles and was ranked number 1 numerous times. Post-career, she became a TV commentator. Fun fact, in 1980, she became the youngest ever inductee into the International Tennis Hall of Fame. Fun fact too, for the past 45 years or so, the city of Rolling Hills Estates has hosted the annual Tracy Austin Doubles Tennis Tournament. 1964, Scott Buckley. I'm having a heck of a time saying your name. I keep sort of confusing with Teletubbies, so I'm just going to call you Scott. He was a native of Hermosa Beach, went to Mira Costa High School, and then attended El Camino College, and then went pro and had 19 Open victories. Needless to say, he was inducted into the BBB Hall of Fame in 2012. Fun fact, he was awarded the 1991 Prime Ticket Best Dressed Honors. And as promised earlier, born in 1971, another tennis legend, Pete Sampras. Petros Pete Sampras was born in Washington, D.C., but in 78, they moved to Palos Verdes. He went to high school in Palos Verdes, trained at the Jack Kramer Club, I couldn't say that, and in 1988, at the age of 16, he turned pro. I guess you could say he did pretty well for himself. His career is too storied to get into it now, but suffice to say, he's a legend, and since retirement, he largely lives the quiet life. Good on you, mate. 1974, Jason Kendall. Baseball. Born in San Diego, but attended Torrance High School, where he tied a national high school record by hitting safely in 43 state games. He was drafted out of high school in the first round of 1992 MLB draft by the Pittsburgh Pirates. In his career, he's played for the Pirates, the Cubs, the Brewers, and the Royals, and was the MLB All-Star Game 3 times. Fun fact, Torrance has a field named after him. Tiger Woods, golf. Whoa, wait a minute there, Buckaroo, you're cheating. He wasn't born, and he didn't grow up in the South Bay. Very true, but Tiger had one of his famous accidents here in Palos Verdes in 2021, and he was treated at Harbor UCLA. And to find out more about his crash, see this video. Now, fun fact, Harbor UCLA was a cinematic home of the emergency TV show. And to find out more about locations of that show in the South Bay, watch this video. Still in 1975, we go over to Morgan Ensberg and back to baseball. He was born in Hermosa Beach, attended Riviera Hall Lutheran School. During elementary and middle school, he was an all-CIF basketball and baseball player at Redondo Union High School. He attended USC and played third base. He played Major League Baseball for 8 years at the Astros, the Padres, and the Yankees, was an all-star in 2005. After pro ball, he went on to coach college and MLB. 1976, Tony Gonzalez, football. He was born in Torrance, but he attended Huntington Beach High School down south. He would go on to play for the Chiefs and the Falcons, and he owns numerous awards and accolades, as well as some major NFL records, too many to mention here. And he was inducted in the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2019, his first year of eligibility. He was, in fact, named to the NFL 2000's All-Decade team. Following his retirement, he became a TV analyst. Merrill Moses, Olympic water polo player, born in 1977. He was born in Harbor City and grew up in Rancho Palos Verdes. He attended Peninsula High School. While he was in high school, he competed with the U.S. Junior National Team. He was also the starting goalkeeper for the Team USA at the 2008, 2012, and 2016 Olympics. He won the silver medal and was named to the Olympic All-Star team. After retirement from the sport, he went into coaching. Fun fact, he is an Eagle Scout. Michelle Kwan, Olympic skater. She was born in Torrance in 1980, Her parents are immigrants from Hong Kong. She attended Soleado Elementary School in PV, but left public school to be homeschooled in '94. She later attended UCLA. Now, in figure skating, Kwan is a 2-time Olympic medalist, silver and bronze, and a 5-time world champion, and a 9-time U.S. champion, and she is tied with Maribel Vinson for the all-time national championship record. She has won and medaled in most major events, including the Olympics, and is the recipient of numerous awards. After retiring from skating, she has had numerous roles, including that of a U.S. ambassador. Fun fact, her family used to own a Chinese restaurant across the street from Harbor, UCLA. Keith Ellison, NFL. He attended Redondo Union High School and was a student and standout in football and basketball. In football, he played quarterback, linebacker, and safety, and hopefully not all at the same time. He graduated in 2002 and went to El Camino College and some other colleges. And after college, he played for the Bills from 6 to 2010. Now, after the NFL, he returned to the South Bay and became a teacher, and also the Redondo Union High School varsity football coach. Fun fact, under Ellison, Redondo reached the CIF-SS Division V semifinals and subsequently their first final since 1944. Angela Park. Now, Park was actually born in Brazil, but at the age of 8, she moved with her father and siblings to Torrance and spent the remainder of her childhood there while she attended Torrance High School. Now she turned pro at the age of 17 in 2006 and quit golfing in 2010. Now, she quit because at age 22, she said she was getting both mentally and physically exhausted. Kristen Press, 1988, soccer. Now, born in LA, she was raised in Palos Verdes Estates. As a 2-year captain and a 4-year starter of her high school's soccer team, she led Chadwick to 2 Southern Section Division IV titles. She also lettered in track and tennis. And she has been a key contributor to the U.S. women's national team, helping them secure victory in the 2015 and 2019 Women's World Cup. She went on to play professional football for numerous clubs, including Manchester United. She announced her retirement from playing professionally in 2025. And here's where we now turn the page to athletes who are still competing. Madison Chock, figure skating. She was born in Redondo and went to Novi High School. Along with partner Evan Bates, she has won numerous major titles, including 3 World Championships, 7 U.S. National Championships, 3 Grand Prix final titles, 3 Four Continents Champions, and 2 Olympic gold medals in the team event in 2022 and 2026. At the 2026 Winter Olympics, they posted a world's best score of 91.06 in the team event in rhythm dance, and she is still in active competition. Eli Morgan, Major League Baseball pitcher. He was born in Rancho Palos Verdes, attended Peninsula High School, and in 2014, as a senior, he had a 10-2 win-loss record with a 1.23 ERA. He went on to the majors in 2021 for the Cleveland Indians, and then the Cubs, and now the Kansas City Royals. Fun fact, he had a Little League field named after him. Fun fact 2, his father is Dave Morgan, a former deputy sports editor for the Los Angeles Times. Dominic Eberl. I'm sure I'm saying that name wrong, I'm sorry. Now here's a fun one. He was born in Nuremberg, Germany in 1996, but he moved to California at the age of 14 and attended Redondo Union High School, where he played football and soccer. He went on to become a placekeeper in college and played for the Raiders, the Panthers, the Texans, the Packers, the Lions, the Sea Dragons, and now Berlin Thunder. Man, he really gets around. Moving on to Sean Reynolds, he's a pitcher in baseball. He attended Redondo Union High School. He was drafted by the Miami Marlins and then was traded to the San Diego Padres. He made 19 appearances for the Padres, and in November of 2025, he was let go and became a free agent, and now plays for the Yokohama Bay Stars. Fun fact, I guess he's following in Tom Selleck's shoes with baseball in Japan. Chloe Kim was born in Torrance, California. Wow, there's another athlete with so many accolades. We'll just do some quick highlights. She won Olympic gold medals in 2018 and 2022, along with multiple X Game gold medals and 3 ESPYs, and was also included Time magazine's list of 100 most influential people in 2018. Fun fact, also in 2018, Mattel began producing a Barbie in her likeness. Barbie, of course, being headquartered here in the South Bay. And she's obviously still competing today. Beatrice Kim, also snowboarding. Also out of Palos Verdes, Beatrice Kim is an American professional snowboarder specializing in halfpipe. Went pro in 23 and represented the United States in the women's halfpipe competition in 2026, and she's still competing. Fun fact, no relation to Chloe. Iva Jovic, tennis. Born in Torrance, California, but she made her professional debut in 2022, currently aged 18, and became the youngest American to reach the Australian Open women's singles quarterfinals since Venus Williams. To date, she's won over $1.5 million. Jealous? Me? She's obviously still playing today. And that's it. That's a wrap. That's about 25 or so pros. Did I miss anybody? Is there anybody out there I forgot to cover? If you have been watching this far, I thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And now, most importantly, my disclaimers.